Hello all, this is Jenna Crow, and today I'm going to do an unboxing of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Omega Rangers 4-pack. This was one of two Power Rangers items that were exclusive at this year's Hasbro PulseCon, the other one being the Tommy Oliver Master Morpher. I did not get that one. I'm just not into roleplay toys, to each their own, but I am into action figures, and so I got this one. Really excited to get it. The Omega Rangers are probably the most well-known Power Rangers team that's exclusive to the Boom Studios comics. You got Jason, Zach, Trini, Kia. I'm not going to go into all of it. This was actually the only item I had for this week's haul video, so I already did a lot of talking about this set already, so we'll just get right into it. Let's go ahead and check out the back of the box. Here, let me zoom back a little bit here. So we got a nice render of all four Omega Rangers. We got the Kia version of the Blue Ranger, not the Yale version. Maybe someday we'll get Yale, but because that would be a very unique Ranger figure. But I'm okay with Kia. I actually quite like that character. Over here, let's see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We have the yellow Omega Ranger with her hammer. I don't really know the names of the weapons. I don't think they've ever really named them in the comics. If they did, I've long since forgotten it. But anyway, that's her sledgehammer weapon with the effects part for that, which is a brand new effects part. We got the Red Ranger. This is the Jason version. Now, spoiler alert, later on we have a different Red Omega Ranger, but this is the original Jason version. Comes with the katana style sword with the effects part there. Here we have the Blue Omega Ranger with her trident and new effects part there. And we have the Black Omega Ranger, Zach, with the kind of the sickle and chain weapon. I'm not sure what you would call that. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. It comes with a pair of effects parts. And they all have alternate hands. No civilian heads, which I know some people were disappointed by that. I am a little bit, but I'm okay with it because I don't really display my Lightning Collection figures with their civilian heads most of the time anyway. Still, it would have been nice if they were included, just to have that option. But this is pretty much how I'm going to be displaying the figures anyway, so I'm okay with that. Though it would have been really cool to have a civilian head for Kia, just because she's the only one of these three that we've never gotten a civilian head before with a different figure. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the side here. And it's a nice render of all four Omega Ranger helmets. Really cool. And then the other side, it just says Omega Rangers. The top of the box, pretty standard. So in the back, or the bottom, there you go. Alright, well, let me go get my trusty box cutter and let's go ahead and open this box up. We're going to see if everything is in there that's supposed to be in there. That's why I like to do these unboxing videos instead of just a toy review. Because Lightning Collection has had quality control issues throughout its entire 5-year history. But it especially became a problem once we switched over to the plastic-free packaging and all the boxes were solid. Of course, this was a convention exclusive, so it would have been irrelevant. Wouldn't have been able to get this in stores anyway. So, but all the other figures that come in the plastic-free solid boxes, it can be an issue because a lot of people, especially if you like to buy them in the store, you want to be able to look at them, try to get the best looking figure possible. So here we have, well, it looks like it's secured better than most of these boxes that I've done before in these videos. They're secured pretty well. Nothing's loose, at least not the figures anyway. The accessories we'll find out. But I could tell, like, this is red, that's blue, yellow, black. But I guess we'll go ahead and do Jason first. Take a look at him. Let's open that up. Aside for a second, get rid of the tissue paper, and let's take a look at him. Alright. Look at there. Oh, looks pretty good in person. It's not actually black here. This is more of a dark gray, like a charcoal gray. Let's check the joints. Pinless knee joints, double knee joints there. No issues there. The other leg just fine. Check out the hip swivel there. Check out the other hip swivel. Nice. There is a swivel at the boot cuff. Okay. Nothing's loose, nothing's too tight so far. Ankles work just fine. Go in all directions. Alright. Yep. So, check the arms. The shoulders rotate just fine. Bicep swivel. It's got pinless double jointed elbow. Works fine. Of course, the wrist rotates pretty well, which those would be able to be pulled out anyway. Yeah. And the head. So, yeah, this is one of the best feeling looking figures I've had in a long time. It feels really good. The sculpt looks pretty good. It's a comic book design. It's not from the show, so that gives them a little more leeway than they would with most Ranger figures. There's not that concern about making it show accurate, because every artist, and even sometimes even the same artist, draws these characters a little bit different. So there's no exact perfect look that these are supposed to look like. Not like it would be if this was a live action suit that this figure was based on. But no, this feels really good. I'm very pleased with this. This is one of the best feeling figures I've had in a long time. And it looks really cool too. Look at that. The paint on it is more of a bronze rather than a straight gold, which I kind of like. It's a little bit different. Just like I like how the dark here is actually like a gunmetal gray rather than, or charcoal gray rather than a straight up black. Though the visor is black like it should be. The red. Let me grab another Red Ranger figure just to see it, because I think that might be a slightly darker shade of red than they usually use. Here. I'll compare it to another comic book exclusive Red Ranger, the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, and see if I'm not just tricking myself. But yeah, I do believe the Red Omega Ranger, it's not a drastically darker shade of red. It's not like the Crimson Thunder Ranger, but yeah, it is a slightly darker shade of red than what you would get for your other Red Rangers. So that's cool too. I kind of like that. Helps them stand out even more. So that is the Red Omega Ranger. So far 1 for 4. Let's see if I can get him to stand as I move on to the next figure. Let's go ahead and do the other male figure. That would be the Black Ranger Zack. Alright. Take him out of his tissue paper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the dark gray really looks good on this one, because this is a Black Ranger, so you know, he has the black helmet, the black design here, the black boots, black gloves, and having the standard color be this charcoal gray really helps this figure look. It gives it some tone, some variety of. You know, I went to art school and I'm blanking on the term I'm looking for. A gradient. Checking the double jointed knees, they're fine. A little slightly stiffer than the red one was, but nothing concerning. Boot cuffs are good on both of these legs here. Ankles are good. Nothing's too loose, nothing's too tight. You know, moving on to the arms. Biceps good. Yeah, look at that. So we're 2 for 2 on the figures themselves. And, let's go ahead and do a side-by-side. The Omega Rangers, they're not as drastic a design from each other as some other Rangers are. They're pretty uniform, kind of like the Psycho Rangers or the A-Squad Rangers in that regard. So the bodies is the exact same sculpt for both of these figures. There's no different symbols on either one of them. They both have the triangle facing up. The helmet designs are both exactly the same. So the figures are exactly the same, just different colors, which is how they are in the comics design-wise. But, alright. Let's see if I can get them both to stand, and then we'll move on to the girls. If I can... Come on, Zach. Alright. Leave you guys like that. Well, let's do this one on the left. It looks like it's the Blue Ranger Kia. The first Blue Omega Ranger that we met in the comics. I think lore-wise, there's another one that predates her, but that was from like ancient times, I guess. Let's see. Figure looks really nice. I'm gonna set you guys to the back for a second, so I've got some room to show off this figure here. So let's go ahead and check the bicep swivels. Those are good. Shoulders rotate pretty well. Actually, I got a bit of a problem. I got stuck because now I can't get the shoulder rotated where I want it to be so I can bring her arm down because the bicep is turning instead. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I got that. So gotta be mindful of that in the future. But yeah, her bicep keeps wanting to turn when I'm trying to just turn the whole arm, so that's a little bit tricky. But so far, that's been my only issue. I mean, the first two figures I looked at were excellent. All the joints felt great on them. This one, the legs, no problem with the legs. Female figure, this one also has the double jointed pinless knees and pinless elbows. And boot articulation is the same, including the swivel at the cuff. Alright. And with this one, just realize like the shoulder pads are a slightly different part. They're a softer plastic than the rest of the torso. So it gives you, I think the idea is to give you more flexibility with the raising the arms so they're not hindering your articulation. That's good to know. Excuse me. Yeah. So this one looks great. Feels great. I mean, these are very satisfying to work with there. So good. Cool. Alright. Last one. Yellow Ranger, Trini. Liberate her from the tissue paper. And well, she's got the crooked legs there, but let's see if we can fix that. Yep. Kind of a issue where the hip swivel, trying to rotate just the hip, but it's taking the whole leg instead. So it was like the opposite problem they had with the Blue Ranger's arms. Let's see if we can hold you in place. So when they rotate that, there we go. We got it. We got it. Okay. Now for the other one, just the boot was misaligned on that leg. Alright. Oops. We'll pick that up in a moment. Boot swivels are good. Full articulation at the ankles. Check the arms. Arms feel good. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the ab crunch. Oh, yep, full rotation there. The ankle. Yeah, these are very, very good figures here. Alright. Pick up the Blue Ranger here off the floor. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. So just like the guys, the two girl Rangers, they have the exact same mold. There's nothing unique about the design of the Omega Rangers from one Ranger to another. They're all completely uniformed. Helmets are exactly the same, just different colors. With them, they have the triangle pointing down, just like it is in the comics. So it's just two molds, two sculpts here, one for the male, one for the female. Alright, they put all the accessories in one bag. Alright, we'll get that tray out of the way. So here's the effects part for the hammer. One of the sickle effects parts. Which one is this? Let me take a look at the back of the box again. Okay, this one goes to the Trident. Okay, that one goes to the Trident. So, and speaking of which, there is the Trident. Looks really nice. I like the asymmetrical design there with the white on top of the blue. Speaking of which, really like this light shade of blue here. Very reminiscent of the Blue Wind Ranger and Blue Mystic Ranger. Here is the hammer. Here is the sickle and chain weapons. The other effects part. One more sickle effects part. We got the sword. Just a very standard looking sword. It's nothing unique or fancy like most Power Ranger swords are. It's just a very kind of a generic sword. And we got the right black fist, left black fist, and they have the Omega Morphers on there, as it should. That is the left red fist, right red fist, right blue fist, left blue fist, yellow right fist, excuse me, and yellow left fist. So all the accessories that are supposed to be in this set are that here. No QC issues at all. This is probably one of the best releases I've ever gotten. I have even messed around with the swapping the parts around, which I'll save that for people that are better at toy reviews than me. I'll throw a link into one of the toy reviews on this set that I really liked. I'll put that in the comments below, or not pile up comments, in the description below. I mainly just wanted to do the unboxing. That's what I do. I'm not really a toy reviewer. I definitely think that a lot of guys do this way better than I do, but I just wanted to show off the unboxing just in case there were issues, which thankfully there are not. And because, like I said, ever since Hasbro switched over to plastic-free packaging, and thankfully that is coming to an end next year, it's always a gamble. Always a gamble what you're actually getting inside the box, but this time it worked out really good for me. I'm very pleased. These figures look great. I'm going to go ahead and play with them off camera. But, you know what, guys? Thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to go ahead and keep this short. So, you guys, if you want to see more videos, I got some right there. I got some right there. You can subscribe right down there. I want you guys to have a great week. Have a great weekend. I'm going to say later and